Hi there everyone, it is currently the 21st of September 2011, approximately 10:30 Japan Standard Time, so about a late morning update here. 10:30 Japan Standard Time is approximately 01:30 Zulu for those of you worldwide watching this, but we are tracking Typhoon Roke, severe Typhoon Roke actually, made it up to equivalent of a Category 4 typhoon out here, very strong, still seeing on radar here an inner eye wall and an outer eye wall already making landfall here across the Key Peninsula, bringing an abundant amount of rain showers. Actually, over the past 24 hours, 3 reports of deaths have come out of the storm. And that is even before the storm has actually made landfall over any significant landmass. But 3 reports of deaths ranging from people in the ages of 4 up to 84 years old. Also, I do want to note, as indicated here in the top left, nearly 1,000 homes have already been inundated by flooding rains, and severe weather continues to linger across there. In Nagoya City, there was a tornado that ran through that area yesterday, indicated by this funnel cloud here coming out of this cloud mass, and that is still a very high probability out there today as a lot of these outer rain bands continue to move on shore. Indicated on this radar by these areas in red, these are those areas severe thunderstorms likely having a lot of lightning associated with them, and a lot of them are even tracking up here towards the Kanto Plain and Tokyo metropolitan area. So I know I have a lot of viewers up in the Kanto and Kanagawa region. You're going to be seeing these severe thunderstorms actually starting here about noon today, lingering out throughout the afternoon. So continuing to watch the storm as it tracks off towards the northeast. Its current intensity at this inner eye wall though is about 85 knots, with gusts upwards of 120 knots. That's 120 knot gusts, and also those could be increasing areas of funneling, especially in those metropolitan areas in between buildings. You can see those funneling areas. But also JTWC also holds that center of circulation at 100 knots based on a 1-minute wind average. So they're saying a little bit stronger than JMA, but also this pressure has maintained intensity of 950 HPA, so still a very deep low as it runs quickly off towards the northeast here. Due to the stationary front lingering up here towards the north, you can see a lot of outflow on the northern periphery. That's another reason why we're seeing a lot of inundating rains up here to the north as well. But this is helping the storm to gain that momentum and likely going to be making landfall here east of the Key Peninsula, just actually east of Nagoya City and west of the Saraga-Wan right in here. And that's another thing, that Saraga-Wan likely is going to see a storm surge there. Actually, a lot of reports of high waves already coming out of there, inundating floods throughout the region due to the heavy amount of rainfall and also those coastal winds causing those localized coastal floodings from the storm surge. But this is the precip in the last hour only, from 9 to 1000 Japan Standard Time, indicated up here on the top left, and 50 millimeters of rain. For people that don't know the metric system very well, that's actually about 2 inches of rainfall out there in just 1 hour. Overall, areas of the Key Peninsula could see over 500 millimeters of rainfall, or about 20 inches up and down the coastal areas here. And also you're going to continue to see it very high farther up towards the north. As therefore the JMA and the Japanese government is taking no precaution, or excuse me, taking no lack of precautions with this storm. Looking at warnings up and down the region here, a lot of these warnings are due to those ground loosening rainfalls, but also right near the coast, destructive wind warnings put out right now, and also storm surge and coastal flooding up and down this region. So this is a very dangerous situation right now. Already noting over 1 million people have been evacuated around Nagoya City, and also if anybody else is being advised for voluntary evacuations, please do so. This is still a very dangerous storm, and given the current flow around the area of high pressure out here towards the east, it will track off towards the north, run over Honshu, and then churn off towards the northeast, becoming extratropical here as it passes Hokkaido. So you're going to continue to see those high and destructive winds up and down the Japanese Alps there. It should decrease intensity fairly significantly as it does run over those mountains as far as the winds, but the rainfall actually will increase over the mountains because the adiabatic cooling is going to cause those clouds to basically kind of get squeezed like a sponge. It's going to drop precip up and down this region. So this is JMA's track on the storm. It's already noted making landfall just southeast of Nagoya City here. This is going to be a very dangerous landfall as the right front quadrant is located here towards the right. So I do want to note, if you're anywhere here in this region, basically southwest of Fujisan, east of Nagoya City, this is going to be a very very dangerous storm for you, and anybody right near coastal regions and low-lying valleys definitely need to take extra precaution with this, as the flooding rains have already started, and low-lying valleys, a lot of those watersheds areas, or low river, will increase in their depth. So just another thing I do want to mention there. But this is going to be a very potent storm as it runs across here. Even parts of Tokyo metropolitan area could see those very strong tropical storm force winds, and even at times sustained typhoon strength, and definitely gusts of typhoon strength through the Kanto plain. But I do want to take one more moment to let everybody know, please be careful with the storm. If you got anything outside, any loose objects, secure that and put it somewhere safe, because that can also cause debris, flying objects, and that's where a lot of damage comes from as far as wind with these storms. And anybody near the coastal regions really need to continue to watch this track of the storm, and definitely, if you are being advised to evacuate, do so. But that is all for right now, everyone. I will definitely have another update later on today if the power permits me. If anybody doesn't know, I'm actually up here in the Kanto Plain region, so as long as power stays on, I will continue to update people throughout the day there. Please stay safe and have a good day.